So we got the cooler in just before we go camping, our first trip. So we got the RTIC, RTIC 45, and it's going to go right there. I got to move the racks to fit that. We face it so the latch is facing backwards because the wind will pick up and lift the other ones. I don't think I have a problem with this. I think I'll go ahead and face it forward and see how I'm going to bungee it down to the trailer. I'll adjust the rack here, make it fit, tighten it all down, then give me some bungees and see how I'm they do have this nice holes there. I've seen somebody else use those with some springs to hold theirs down, and they have the nice little drains on both sides. So, and it's supposed to keep shit cold for 10 days. I mean, it's thick enough. That's our biggest issue, is always keeping fresh food, and especially if you don't go out to eat all the time. If you camp and save money, because it costs a lot of money to go out and eat. For what we pay to eat out, we can eat for a lot less at the campgrounds. So we definitely want to be more frugal on our food costs. So getting enough food and keeping it for 3 or 4 days seems to be an issue, especially when we go on long trips. We're going to have to stock up and not have to stop. If we stop somewhere, we can set up and we got food and stuff to eat. We don't have to go to the store. So we're going to get this set up and we'll put her on some time lapse and get her together. Alrighty, well, I don't like the menagerie of that. There's just too many ins and outs now. Bungee cords are nice, but I don't think they're going to be really worth doing here. So I run down and got some ratchet straps. I'm going to take all this crap back off and see how the ratchet straps work. The cooler is pretty long. I mean, it's almost as wide as a trailer. And it's got 3-inch freaking walls. That's the reason they can keep ice for 10 days. So I'm going to take all that off and try a set of ratchet straps. I think that would work a lot better. And I'll just cut them down. I got the short ones I could get were 10 foots. So, and see how that works out. I just think that would be better. I just too many bungee straps. I want to be on and off a lot easier. That's just too much work to get that together. So let's see how it works out when I do that. All right, there we go. That's a little better. So looped it through here with a ratchet and the hook here. Well, I think it came undone. So I have to redo that. Ratchet over here. So now it's tight. It's so much more secure. I thought the bungees were just too loose. This is a lot more solider mount. And I'll hold it on there better, and that's the whole idea. I want it to be solidly mounted, so I don't want it shifting on stuff. You don't know all that weight's shifting on your back end of your bike when you're riding. It'll move your rear end and stuff. That's a lot more solider mount. It holds it down tighter, and I can adjust that and tighten it and so forth. So we're gonna go this way instead of bungees, that's for sure. So that definitely will help us out on the trip. We'll freeze some water bottles. We're gonna throw frozen water bottles in our trip. We'll see how long they last. If they keep everything cold and everything else stays frozen through the whole time. So we'll load it up on the morning of the We leave on Thursday and we won't put any ice into it till Sunday when we get back and see what we got in it. Alrighty, that's definitely a lot better. Ratchet straps are a lot better. They're not that expensive at Walmart. They were pretty cheap buy. And I got a truck net I want to put on that and cover that whole thing there and see how that works out versus all the bungees. Or run ratchet straps for that too, and which will be better. The only problems are totes. They're plastic. This is a lot harder and steadier. It can hold a ratchet strap. That not so much. So I might just put the spider net over top of that, just to hold that in place. And then we could always use that with that the tent, the spare room, leave it up on there. So, and we can take it on and off. But we're not taking it on this trip, so that'll be off when we pull the trailer out. Alrighty, thank you.